Hello.
Good morning.
Morning. How are you doing?
Great. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Hi. I see you were a little early today, Laura.
It's not actually afternoon anywhere, actually. Well, it might be somewhere, but it's not afternoon anywhere, really, is it? It's all morning. It's all morning.
Yeah. No, I think you're actually right. It might be afternoon. Yeah, in the sea between Asia and America. Big sea.
Happy afternoon to the fishes.
Yeah.
Fishy afternoon.
Exactly. Yeah, we love you. We identify with you. How are you? How are you preparing for all the excitement that's coming up with Friday the 13th tomorrow, Valentine's the next day, Lupercalia straight after, and then the eclipse and the Chinese New Year, and the start of Ramadan Holy Month, all
amazing
together.
All of the
things.
I
know.
And I think Saturn goes into Aries tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. I think it's the 13th. Just add to the pot of stuff that's kind of swirling in the cosmos right now.
So, I wish you good luck. I know you can handle it.
Yeah, I mean, right now I have that naivety of like, yes, bring it on. I'm here for it, which, you know. But you know what I am, though? I think, I know it's not going to be easy, but I feel like we've got to make some changes. This has been a weird month so far. I've not really loved this month so far. So I'm ready for things to start taking some good form and structure. So that's what Saturn can help us with.
That's what Saturn, and that's what the end of the Chinese year is bringing. And hopefully the new one will turn over a fresh leaf. So the final few days of Snake, I'm ready for horse. I can't even begin to imagine what a fan of horses would,
Well, I'm just so excited about anything with horses, but what is interesting is thinking about, like, if you it's quite funny. The sun card's turned up on this deck, and there's the Uffington horse in the background there. So it's the fire horse is ready and waiting. I hadn't even turned it; it was just upturned. But I was thinking people are getting very excited about the year of the fire horse. Yeah, it's time for this. But it's like when you approach a horse, you don't go, yeah, because the horse will go, yeah, I'm off. So they are prey animals. They are afraid of it. That's why a horse will bolt when they see a crisp packet sometimes, So this is a feeling of when we go into the year of the horse, even though we have all these intentions and we're so ready, it can be a case of just approaching it gently, give it a polo min. I don't know, gently nuzzle it, feel into the energy, feel into what they need. So it's not, even though we're all very excited about this next year, me too, very much. If we charge in shouting, then the horse might be like, okay, I'm off. So finding ways of making friends with the fire horse before you jump on its back and get going.
That's amazing insight, because obviously some years you can rush right in, like year of the monkey, rushing is the only way.
That's my year. So yeah, I go with that.
Absolutely. If you don't rush in, you might miss something. But that is such fabulous insight for the year of the horse, because I do. Can you hear me? I don't know what happened here. Jolting. I didn't even touch anything. I mean, maybe that's a mistake.
Yeah, it keeps just jolting a bit, like it's just being a bit so annoying, so rude.
Oh, but yeah, I charge into things loudly, and and really obviously, and I don't know horses. I'm a little scared of horses, so that is good insight for me to sort of go into the year of the horse maybe a little bit more gently than I normally would.
I think so, because I think they're big, strong animals.
A little more stroking.
Yeah, more stroking, because they're strong animals and they're very powerful. Like if they kick you or bite you, you know about it. But we forget they are prey animals. They are afraid. Their eyes are out there looking for threat. So if we go charging in, even with a fire energy, they could just gallop off into the sun. So it's like with any animal, with any being. Well, some friends you can just away with open arms, but just kind of take a treat, spend some time just seeing and feeling into the energy of this, because we've got a whole year to gallop off. And I think if you're in tune with that animal and you're in tune with that journey, then you're going to have such a better ride of it. That's my thoughts anyway.
Yeah, no, there, for me personally, that's really helpful to know. And then I'm kind of witchifying that sort of that information in my mind. So I'm thinking, well, maybe I want to do more devotion in my sort of witchy practice, instead of sort of standing with 2 candles going, I want this and I need this. I love devotion as well. So coming in and saying, I've got stuff for you, deities, like you wouldn't believe it. I have decided to do a 7-day devotional and I hope you love it. There's nothing in particular I need from you, just whatever you think is best. Maybe that's more the approach in like a, from a witchy perspective.
Yeah, I love that as an approach. Like, adopting like how we'd work with animals to how we'd work with deities, because beginning of the day, even that's how a lot of deities came about, from observing animals. So we're just kind of going full circle, aren't we, back to, okay, let's observe the animals and see how to work with them.
Yeah, I know, because there's something about, I think, the aesthetic of the, of the next world that doesn't smell so much like the fields and like the jungles, but it's actually exactly the same. The aesthetic doesn't tell you anything. A lot of the deities will have either an animal form or an animal companion or an animal would you call it, like a reincarnation. So if I approach Athena, which is sort of my main deity, and I don't see the owl in her, I don't think I'm getting the whole thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I think as animal lovers, it's the best bit for me. It's just the excitement of seeing the animal form of the deity. It's
That's beautiful. I love that. Let's flash up some messages. So for anybody who's new to the show, new to the channel, new to the network, this is the Bigfoot Outlaw channel, Bigfoot Outlaw network. There's new parts of the network that are being launched in the next few weeks. More on that, not from me, later. So at the moment, we are broadcasting live on Facebook, 4 channels I can see, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, 3 channels I can see, on Instagram and on Twitch right now. When the show is over, you can rewatch us on quite a few of those platforms, and we do get uploaded to podcasting platforms as well. So, world domination is not far behind. But if you're watching us live, you can send messages that we will flash on the screen, like this one. Andrew Oldham,
morning.
As you can see, he's messaging us from Facebook, and that's why we have the little F there on his name. We're not being rude. And he says, blessed Lupercalia to all, too tired to watch tonight.
That's okay. You rest up.
Yeah, exactly. Prepare yourself for the Lupercalia energy. Marcus is messaging from YouTube, that you can see with a little YouTube sign there, which you can message as well. He says, good morning, you lovely ladies and kitties. I hope all is well. Remember, folks, thank you, Marcus, that this is the last show for this one for 2 weeks today. So remember to like, subscribe, when it's on, and, obviously switch your notifications on.
Marcus knows more than I do, so...
I'm on holiday. It's half term. We're going on holiday. Show favorite Nelda is here, saying good morning, beautiful ladies. Everyone, blessings to all. Hi, Nelda. Marcus says, I feel like Julius Caesar. I'm sat eating grapes.
Is that all it takes? Is that
If
all
you
it-
haven't got like somebody peeling them for you.
Yeah.
Marcus
I don't wanna-
Caesar. Was there a Caesar called Marcus? I feel like the name is right.
I did watch something about the Caesars the other day, but I don't remember Marcus. But that doesn't mean there wasn't one. There was a lot. There's a lot going on, wasn't there? There was a lot.
There
Yeah.
was a Marcus Aurelius, wasn't there? What was he?
There
It was
was.
another
There
Roman.
was. They changed their names a lot, didn't they, as well? They were like, oh, now I'm this. I'll make my name. I'll put a few us's on the end of my name. Yeah. Oh, you there?
Did they?
Well, yeah, I just watched this. I was watching a documentary, and as soon as they became, okay, good. As soon as they became part of like potentially going to be the emperor, their names started getting more complicated.
Oh, that's very exciting. I didn't know. Obviously, I'm not from here. I didn't grow up with kings or queens. But I didn't know until like quite a late age that the monarch might take a different like monarchy name to like their regular name. So, you know, so when the king was sort of about to ascend the throne, it was a big conversation, like what name will he take? And I was like, he already have name.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he did end up going with, you know.
It's like your published name, isn't it? Make it sound a bit cooler.
Yeah. I love that. I mean, I say that, and obviously I don't use like my born surname for work either. So yeah. Oh, Nilda, same message again. And Simeon is saying, good morning. Hope all is okay and having a great day so far. So far, so good. We've got some new names, not Marcus. For Marcus, we just have innuendo. Saturn going into Aries.
Well, I'll tell you on
More on Saturn in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nilda giving kisses. Daisy says great advice. I think that's for the year of the horse advice. Benjamin, thank you for the interaction. Every little message helps us keep making content for you. Appreciate. So Nilda says, could you give me some insight in which state I'll be moving to and when will the permanent move be happening? Gracias. Let's have a little look. Shall we shuffle and see whether it's same state, different state? Such a huge country, so many options.
Yeah. Okay, insight into which state you'll be moving to. Ooh. Sorry.
What do you reckon?
Well, it's hard because a lot of these cards I've got, they don't really have cities on them. So they're often much more countryside-y looking. But I've got lakes and I've got mountains in the background. This feels a very wooded area. Again, doesn't mean you have to live in that because, you know, they don't have cities on these cards, and I'm just picking up what I'm really seeing, but I feel you're going to love it. Again, it doesn't mean you have to live by a lake with mountains, or that'd be really awesome if you did, but it just means that could be the picture postcard of your state. That could be something that is in the area. I do think there's some specific woodlands that are around that are really, you know, really beautiful. I keep getting water. So it's either by the coast or by a big lake. That's the feeling I'm getting. That's what's coming through. What are you getting?
So I've got like a legal card. So I immediately thought, could it be like Washington, you know, the DC, because that's where all the laws are made, or could it be somewhere where there's one of the big famous law schools? Obviously, with America being so enormous, then a state can have, you know, like a huge, important urban metropolis, but still be known for its lakes. But because I saw the legal thing and then you saw the water, I was thinking, where is it? Is it like the Washington, like in the capital, where you know, in Forrest Gump, where they do like the anti-war demonstration and they're in front of that big water, that big rectangular water. So yeah, so it might be something like that. But yeah, no, so I've got it as somewhere that is like legal central. So either somewhere where laws are being made, or somewhere where one of the huge important law schools are at. I don't know if that is that like in Boston, so Massachusetts. But in terms of timing, it looks like you'll hear of it in the next 4 weeks, but the move itself doesn't happen until it's warmed up a bit. So the move itself is showing up in the sunshine. Sometimes the tarot is very mysterious, and sometimes it's really obvious, isn't it?
I got for the timing as well, the sun. So
the sun, and look at the mountain. We have the matching green mountain.
So there's something.
I love it.
Definitely when the sun comes out, solstice times. Yes. Oh, I love that. So let us know your feelings about where you're moving to, obviously.
And also because of the gracias, a lot of love to all Spanish-speaking communities all up and down the US.
Yes. Mwah. So much love.
Take more photos. Moon Moggy John says, hi, magic people.
Hi, magic Moggy.
And Spawn is here. I always get so excited when Spawn is here, because Spawn knows everything that happens outside of our, you know, of our planet. Morning blessings.
I was just thinking, Laura, if you're not in the UK, sorry. I was thinking about Moon Moggy John. I just went back again. I was wondering, if people from not the UK, Moggy might not be a word, so it might sound like an odd thing that I'm calling him.
Oh, I don't know. Do you think
if you're not in the UK,
Megan Mogg sold outside?
Yeah, I don't know. Just if you don't know, Moggy, it sounds like such a kind of a British like little name for something. British. It might sound a bit odd. It's like, it just means it's a cat, just a cat. So if anyone, not just a cat, the cat. But if it's like a Moggy, why is she calling him Moggy? It's a bit of a weird name to call someone cat.
It is. Do you know, when I was new here, somebody sort of showed me how all the kids' words are like proper words in American, but are like baby words in British English. So you've got your pacifier in American and dummy in English. You've got your stroller in American, you've got a buggy in English. So the English words are like the little ones that the baby can ask for themselves. Diaper in American, and nappy in all the English words sound exactly the same.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's cute.
It's very cute. I like it. I like the old Moggy. Who's it? And it's often like just a cat that's like maybe a cross between, you know, sort of posh breed. You wouldn't call a posh breed a Moggy. You'd call a cat that you see on the street, which I think are equally as awesome in every way.
No. Do you think maybe it came from mongrel?
I don't know, actually. I'm not sure. But I do love the Egyptian name for cat is meow. That just makes me happy. Meow.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. The international, you know, you don't have to speak Egyptian or any of the language, do you? It's just like, oh, meow. Yeah, I know what that. Meow.
I know that one. Yeah, exactly. First word.
Yeah, meow.
And actually, I think "m" is one of the first like consonants that babies can pronounce. That's why we have mama, obviously.
Yeah.
My kids were saying to me, what was my first word? And I was like, you know, obviously mama, but they're like, no, it doesn't count, proper word. And all of my kids, their first word was mime, which is Hebrew for water. So they were asking for water, but it was also a very easy for them, a very easy word for them to pronounce. You just have to go mam.
So it sounds like mummy, water, very similar, not hard to master the two, like with your mouth. Is different.
So I think that if anyone watching has like a background in linguistics, you could, confirm or deny what I'm saying. But I've always thought that the word for mama and the word for ima, in Arabic, ima in Hebrew, so they're, mama in Greek. So it's pretty much the m across the board comes from the basic from feeding. Mwah,
Yeah.
mwah. This is what
Yeah.
you're doing to mummy. Mwah, mwah. This is how you're staying alive. Mwah, mwah. This is what's nourishing you. And I think this is mama.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
And
And
I
you
think
know,
also,
obviously cats can pronounce it, which is also important.
exactly. I think I was talking to Maggie and Rose about the Bacano rune, and that's the rune of the mother, the goddess, and that ba is also one of the first sort of things that babies can pronounce. Ba. You know, it's like comes out of them quite joyfully, doesn't it? So you got ma and ba. And then also she was saying, this is not my thing, she was saying that but it's something you can say to soothe yourself while you're going through, you know, in pain, or you're going through labor. So I thought that's a really interesting connection.
That is interesting, because in Middle Eastern languages, ba is dada. And I think dada is much harder to pronounce, whereas baba is more natural.
Yeah.
So you've got in Arabic, it's baba. Persian, baba as well.
That's really
in Hebrew, it's abba. In Aramaic, it would have been av, because everything is very gentle. And even when you go to, you know, like across the sea to Greece, the way that Greeks pronounce papa is very gentle, papa. So it's still sort of quite close to the B, which I think is really interesting. And I love that the runes like acknowledge that.
Yeah, I think it's fascinating. Those kind of root words, the root part of the runes acknowledges bah, you know, that feeling of that connection. I think when you can see it in that way or feel it, it's easy to understand them, isn't it? When you kind of make the sounds of the runes would have been there much before the writing of them down, many years. And of course the sounds changed over the years. There's different ways of saying them, but if you go to those root pronunciations, they can mean something quite primal and quite we can connect to, which is easier than learning in your mind sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. And those things that connect all of humanity, to me, are like the, you know, kind of the thread of spirituality, because there are so many things that just as people, as humans, we do the same no matter where we start out. So those sounds, the way that we sort of look up when we need hope, I find all of that like incredible, because, you know, I love humans. Like in the way that you're obsessed with animals, I'm obsessed with humans like that.
You see me
We're
going,
fallible.
Yeah.
That's it. We're both sides of the same coin.
Exactly.
As humans, we're fallible and fabulous, imperfect in, you know, in the most perfect way. And things that make humans similar, like across the border of a conflict, or all the way across the world, in the way that, you know, that people that would have never met if it hadn't been for, you know, for air travel. And those people can find their shared spirituality. For me, that's where they find their shared humanity. And it's something that really speaks to me in a primal way.
It absolutely does. Sorry,
because you mentioned Berkana, I was thinking maybe to show people what Berkana looks like.
And it does look like the boobs and the breasts, the breasts and the belly of a pregnant woman. Or you could see it, the breasts, if, you know, from the lying down angle or whatever, you know, but it can be seen like the breast and the belly of a pregnant woman. And it is very much this kind of goddess rune, but in that real earth mama, initiating life and death goddess. But while you're finding that, I just want to say, to linking to what you said, one of my favorite experiences I've had with human beings is I did a meeting for the consultation for the British Museum's exhibition, and it was about rituals, and it was about the sort of Stonehenge and the sun and how different cultures would work with those, you know, with the sun, with time, with the wheel of the year, or whatever, how they say it. And there was there was two witches, there was Shinto, two Shinto people. There was a Jain, you know, Jains that will sweep everything out of the way, they won't hurt anything. And there was two Islamic people, sorry. One was from Africa. He was amazing. It was like this folk Islam, and it was really exciting. And the whole point, oh, there we are. Oh, we went off the air a second. It could have gone either way, but what happened was we all worked out into a wonderful conversation that the root of all we do is so similar. There are so many things that connect us, so many more things that connect us and that separate us. And the exciting conversation we had when we all realized whether, you know, you're from this folkloric Islamic background in Africa to Japan to the UK, we all begin by honoring the same things. And it was just so inspiring that there's not that many differences. People put on differences for politics, but for actual connection, we're all very similar. I love people in that way.
Yeah, no, that is amazing. And it's beautiful that your meeting was also not, you know, not just European centric. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that, you know,
exactly.
it sort of it goes different directions. So
sorry,
this
there's
is the room we're talking about from a wonderful book written by Laura and available right now in all good outlets and online. But yeah, so as you can see, exactly like described, it could be like a woman as the crow flies. It could be a pregnant woman sideways on. It could be the baby's view looking up.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Just about to feed.
And with like the kind of the goddess, especially the really ancient goddesses who often had two faces. On one side of the statues, there was life. On the other side, there was death. And you could also see it as the tombs in the ground as well. So you've kind of got the birth and the death all combined in that. So it's very awesome.
Adore that. We've got Marcus greeting Spawn. I think Spawn greeting Marcus. Very lovely. Marcus, chatting to Spawn. We've got some new names. We've got Disha Gupta, who is saying, I'm new here. Yay!
Nice to have you here.
Disha. Good to have you. Spiritual Champion comes in with Eyes of an Eagle, Heart of a Lion, Force of a Titan. Woo-hoo. One of these things is not like the other, but we're loving it.
Yeah.
Monique is saying this is so helpful and mystically beautiful. Love it. Thank you.
Me too. Thank you, darling. Thank you.
Oh, my screen jumped. And we've got Reese saying good morning, ladies. Good morning, Reese.
Good morning.
And our friend Crystal is saying good morning, ladies. Hey, Crystal, what are you doing up so early? Moon Monkey John says, I got a feather down coat in a sale and later realized this could be my feather cloak.
Absolutely. Freya loves a good shop, so yes.
Does she? Is she a bit of a shop fan?
Nice things, yes.
So Disha says, what do you guys do here? General collective readings, messages? Actually, Disha, we do personal readings. So if you want to ask something for yourself, it doesn't have to be like a reading for the collective. It can be 100% tailor-made just for you. Spawn says a Roman general. Oh, my Marcus Aurelius.
Yes, thank you. Good. He says Spawn knows everything. You ask a question, Spawn responds. This is great.
I tell you, some people don't need Google. Spawn is like the Google for the show.
Yes, this is good. I love that. So yes, please, you feel free to ask questions for yourself, for the collective, for whatever makes you happy.
She says, not sure if you could see my previous comment. Good. And so can I ask a question? Absolutely. I can see that you sent that like 17 minutes ago. So I hope either you're still around or that you sent in the question, but we will look. So Nether Soul, what a cute name, says, just got here. What's the premise of this stream? Hit it, Laura.
Well, if you've been here since you've got, what have you missed so far? Talking the premise, it's we've talked about the year of the horse, we've talked about astrology, we've talked about approaching horses, we've talked about Roman generals, we've talked about religions of the world and how they all connect, and we've talked about runes, and we've given a couple of readings. So this is what's been happening today. In a nutshell, we talk about all things magical, astrological, mystic, and also everyday. You know, how we weave the magic into our daily lives. So we respond to what's going on at the moment and respond to your questions and the topics. So it's obviously a big week astrologically. Can't even say that today. Astrologically, and it's also Valentine's Day. So we're bringing in those themes into this lovely stream.
Let me actually have a little look at what Saturn exactly is up to, because you know, because I'm not into it. Yeah, 2026.
Tomorrow.
So I'm so sad to be sort of pulling up an ephemeris on the phone, because the physical ephemeris just didn't get printed this year.
Oh, it didn't, did it? Yeah. I was watching.
No, we waited and waited.
Yeah, sorry, you go.
I don't think it's coming. We waited and waited.
Yeah.
Stations. Yeah, 13th, 7 p.m. 7:11 p.m.
And it's like it's for you guys, for you Pisces, it's a time of celebration, isn't it? Because you're like at the world card point, aren't you? At the point where you've done the journey with Saturn and you've kind of reaping the rewards.
Do you know what though? It was great. It was fabulous. The Saturn journey brought me so much. It brought me so much in terms of abundance. It brought me so much in terms of clarity. It brought me so much in terms of peacefulness and joy. If it brings you exactly the same, I'm jealous. It was good. It was good. So let us know if you're a Pisces or if you're an Aries, which one of us you're relating to.
Yeah.
Or spiritual champion saying
moon and rising as well, especially if your rising is one of those two as well. It could affect you as quite strongly. Yeah. Yeah.
How true and beautifully tragic. Spiritual champion is saying hello from another world. Sorry, no, I was rushing through the messages because I thought you'd like to see this all caps delight from Nilda, who says, that's what I'm looking for.
Yes. Good. Good. I like the all caps delight.
Yeah, no, this isn't an all caps moment. So for anyone tuning in just now, Nilda had sent in a little question for herself, got like a double answer from both of us where we had like some matching cards. And that is exactly what Nilda was looking for.
I was thinking it was with Nilda, just what I felt came up as well is that there might be a place you look at or want, and about May time, it doesn't feel like it's going to happen or it gets sold. It's just saying, don't worry, because I get June onwards, you'll find the right place. So you'll get the idea for the place. You might find somewhere by May and go, oh, it's gone, but fear not. It's just, that was just to kind of get the hook on that you get into the right place. And then there's something better that's for you. That's just the feeling I'm getting around it.
Oh, that's an excellent little bit of extra info there. Marcus says, by the way, YouTube is playing ball today. I still don't get what was wrong with it Tuesday night. So on Tuesday, Marcus was struggling to send messages to screen.
Okay. Right.
So yeah, so I was, yeah, but you know, good. Anyway, he says, as you're away for, I was about to sort of go for the next message because he never asks questions, but no, not today. As you're away for a few weeks, can you pull a few cards and just see what comes up? Let's see what comes up. Yes.
Okay. Right. Do you want to go first or should I go first?
All right. I don't mind. I can see Marcus is that over the next 4 weeks or so, you're feeling a lot stronger. You're feeling physically like you've, really sort of turned a corner. And then you have a few days of weakness. And those days of weakness, you're really sort of you're not prepared for mentally. Because when you get like a day of weakness, you say to yourself, oh, this is very, very bad. This is bad news. What can I, what can I give up in? Or basically, you just so unlike you. And as soon as you start feeling well again, you're just sort of yourself again. So what this is telling you is that overall, your strength, your fitness, your resilience, they're on an upward slide. Yeah. If you've got a dip here and there, it doesn't matter because you're still on an upward slide, and it's very unlikely to catastrophize. So, don't. So what have you, and it's Marcus's birthday in a few days as well. 5 days.
Oh, happy birthday. Yeah. I actually got very, very similar cards. So there's a feeling of I think maybe what Saturn is doing for you is strengthening the mind or the determination that you're able to take life's shakes in a different way, because I feel like there's a fear like, oh my gosh, is this going backwards? Am I going backwards? Because the card you've got here, there's a couple of ones, the feeling of you see your goal and go, oh, I'm not heading towards it. You absolutely are. I feel like you're just being shown very earthy ways, very grounded ways of implementing new structures in your life, which is so Saturn. So you feel the Saturn slap and you go, oh my God, like, what have I done wrong? Am I in trouble? What's happening? No, it's just saying you are going to put new structures in that are going to allow you to be healthier, stronger, and more determined and more focused and more able to be resilient on your path than you were before. So you're leading to a place of balance and strength, but it just might shake your boots for a minute. So as Inbaal was saying as well, like just knowing how you can have a day and go, oh, for God's sake, I don't want to deal with today. But knowing that's taking you to a bigger place where actually you can actually manifest the things you're really wanting and keep them. And that's the goal, keeping them. This feels to be that you're creating a strong base for you, that the wishes and dreams you want to call in are going to have a place to stay. So it's for a good reason. It might be a bit wobbly for a day or so.
Yeah, wonderful. And happy birthday soon.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday soon. Awesome06 says, hello, can I ask a question? That
you can.
Literally what
we're
here for. And that, it would be awesome.
It would.
So Disha has sent a question, and it is a very interesting question that I think we can all learn from. She says, I'm manifesting a meaningful connection with someone I met only once. I see no action and I leave this city in a week. Do you see my manifestation working and progress in this connection? Oh, the spirits are playing with you. So I think we can probably sort of get like a good yes or no on that, but there's so much more to say. Yeah. Yes. So much more to say about the situation.
And also, I can't even say anything about it before I say free will. No one has to talk to anyone. The manifesting in the world is like, I just have to say it. It's really, when we're manifesting for ourselves, and we're like, oh, I'd love this, I'd love that. It often is for things a bit like, oh, I'd like to feel healthier, richer, or safer. And that's something that the universe gives. We can have that. That's okay. When it comes to somebody else's,
even if it's like, I want to have love.
Absolutely
love. Money.
Yeah, love is free, it's abundant, it's there. But if it's focused on a specific person, says someone who's never done that in their life, we've all done it.
Not for days.
I know, we've all done it. But it's like we can't bend someone else's will, because that's not okay. And also it doesn't work. Like, it can work momentarily, but it backlashes. It's just being open to the fact that yes, it's great to manifest this for you, like but to be open that that person's allowed to do whatever they want, and that the highest form of connection, even shifting your manifestation, might be good. Again, I am getting a good kind of feeling about this, but I just have to say it because I find it really important to say for people that fixating on one person isn't generally very healthy for us to do. And I've done it, so so just take it. But it's
We've
just
literally all done it.
We've all done it.
Isha, none of us is speaking down at you. We are speaking up towards you.
And to everybody that's listening as well.
There's no way that anyone watching it would have done the same magical mistakes that, you know, that we managed to do between the two of us. That's how you learn.
Yeah.
But even sort of expanding that, it's the fixation that is like the killer of manifesting.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because that's not even when you fixate on just a specific person. Even when you fixate on a specific job, rather than, you know, wanting to manifest, for example, a well-paid job that has like very good conditions. Even when you manifest on like a specific goal or a specific house, if that is not what's written for you, then your manifesting is wasting a whole lot of your beautiful, abundant, divine, magical energy.
Yeah.
On something that, you know, maybe the next door house is the right house. Yeah. With that in mind, though, yeah, she is getting good cards on this.
Me too. And so I wasn't really saying that to you specifically. It was just I have to say it because it's so important for me to say that, because we want you to feel abundant and loved. But yeah, you know what, the first card you got is called the gift of connection. So, you know.
Exactly. And with me, she's got like the ace of discs. This is not only is it very possibly like your one, but I feel like he's got money as well. And as somebody who's never dated a man with money, I'm like, they should get back to us and tell us what it's like. And you remember the sisterhood. We want to know.
And I think just shifting it's just relaxing the funk out about it. That's just going to be the healing thing, because the 10 of Cups is there. It's just trusting, because part of spell work is when we can just go, I'm manifesting it and I can let it go, that I know that the best thing in here is going to happen. Will they get back to you? I feel like there's a good thing here, and that means there's no time or space. There's the internet, there's phones, there's all these other things. It's just saying that I know that there is love here. I know that there's a connection here. I know there's something here that feels right, and I've put all the seeds and good energy into making that so. And you know, we're all saying there's some good energy here. Just don't give yourself too much of a, because we can just really, like we were saying, we can kind of really hone in on stuff and then not see the magic that's kind of pouring in for us. So yeah.
Absolutely. So interestingly, my cards that came for Disha, so you had the 10 of Cups, and I've got like the 10 of Pentacles. Ooh. Here. And I think it's really interesting because it's quite go-getty. So rather than sort of lighting candles, wafting incense and thinking, I leave this city in a week, maybe you want to, you know, message the person, you know, so what if you only met once? You know what, maybe this is not about me, but, you know, but we've done all sorts of stuff. But getting in touch with a person and saying, do you have a date on Valentine's? Please tell me, Disha, what is the worst that could happen? What is the absolute worst that could happen? Nothing bad. No one will, you know, no one will end up in hospital for saying, have you got a date on Valentine's? Will they?
I hope not. I'm imagining scenarios where you do.
But yeah, so you've got fabulous cards for the two of you.
Yeah.
But what we're saying is to roll back the magical focus a little bit, and maybe roll forward like the audacity. Come at it with the full audacity. I love
that. I love the audacity. I love that.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. What's the worst that can happen is really sort of my personal question that helped me lead my life. I
remember being in Sri Lanka, and I remember asking, like, I think we said, oh, what's the worst that could happen? Then lightning literally struck by the house. And I went, That, I suppose, that would be the
That's
thing.
the word. There we go. It's but it's not a rhetorical question. It's a genuine question. What is the worst that can happen?
Yeah, no. And also, what's the best that could happen? Like, you think about like, okay, what's the best that could happen? Like, if you do this, this could be really exciting. And you learn quite quickly who's there for you and who's not when you ask the question, isn't it? Like, you find out who wants to see you when you ask.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we're with you. Send us pictures and an update.
This brings it back down. We've gone from like, oh yeah, Marcus Antony, yes.
It looks like our Roman Empire is actually the Roman Empire.
And I really haven't got a lovely thing for Romans. I don't really like Roman things very much. I struggle.
Oh, don't you? Oh no,
really
I like Roman things. I like Roman things.
I think it's the Celt in me that's going, take off your, like the straight roads.
No, but this. So take your straight roads and your Vinnic culture back, and they brought Vinnic culture. We like, but yeah, this is really crazy because for me that's exactly why I like them, because it feels familiar, because there were like Roman ruins everywhere when I was growing up, and I was like, the best places to go. So I suppose I was a lot more amenable to the conquest than your people.
Yeah, not a fan. But I was reading this. It was interesting. It was like, obviously the Romans left and it went downhill. Obviously in the UK and England, and apparently, because people didn't write stuff down so much in the day-to-day peoples. A few hundred years later, they thought it was giants or gods that created those buildings, because they wouldn't go near the cities because they were afraid of them. They thought they were haunted by these gods. It's really interesting.
Oh, that's amazing, because obviously where I'm from, writing is a huge deal. The people of the book, everything's written. Historians were sort of taking everything down, and so we know all the sort of Roman stuff, and we were taken to Rome as slaves as well. So the interaction
wasn't
the interaction persisted, for better or for worse. But yeah, I adore Roman stuff. I find it sort of very familiar, like, very homely. I only learned like yesterday that, so the symbol of the state of Israel, not the flag, but like the national symbol, is menorah, like the candelabra. And it always sort of felt to me like just the standard. It turned out that design is based on the design on the Titus Arch in Rome, which is like a relief of the ancient menorah that was looted from the original temple in Jerusalem over 2,000 years ago, right? So we have a long history with the Romans, love it or hate it. It's,
I love the fact where we've gone today. We've gone to many places.
Multiple times to Rome. Multiple. And
what are you talking about?
Spiritual champion. What are you talking about? Says spiritual champion. You know what? Yes.
Yeah, top quality. Lincoln Memorial in DC. Cool.
Oh, Crystal says Lincoln Memorial in DC. So that's like the big water.
Yeah.
And Nether Soul says it's on the Potomac River. So the thing that we're describing. Yeah, I really appreciate American friends for helping us understand what it is that we're seeing.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. How exciting. Thank you.
Fabulous. So Nilda saying amazing, love it. Nilda did send a further question, but we might leave further question for next time.
We've been talking about many things.
Yeah, and we're gonna run out of time. I can't even read this. Amazing. Oh, look, Spiritual Champion is in with a nugget saying cats are aliens. Woohoo!
I'm looking at my cats and going, no.
Have you got proof that they're not? So, oh, look at that. When we were talking about like the more sort of British words, so Nether Soul was saying Southern American accents come from British language.
Oh, that's
So
interesting.
we have got a few people with Southern accents watching, and you could confirm that for us.
Yeah, it's quite cool.
Moon Moggy Jones says from AI, thank you, Moggy, a cat, especially one that does not have a pedigree.
Yes.
We've got a shocker of AI getting something right.
I'm actually hissing like a cat at the mention.
So maybe they are aliens. Reese says Moggy means mixed breed cat, I believe. The more I hear, the more I think maybe from mongrel.
Yeah. So cool.
So Crystal, I think responding to the ma and ba says I speak multiple languages, and this is so true. Amazing. And Nilda says my gran called me Yaya. That's
it's so lovely.
Oh, I love it. That's gorgeous. Completely out of the blue, but we like it. Lucy Purr says, have you heard of the septum ring theory?
Tell me. No. My septum ring has not told me, so I've heard some things about it. But
you're gonna have to educate us.
Let me know, or let me know.
Simeon says, interesting that Bacana rune is a rune of the mother. Something I saw the other day said the shape of the runes based on the side view of a pregnant woman. Indeed. We're starting to run out of time, so I don't know if you can see that I'm panicking and just sort of pressing.
I can. I see the panic pressing.
The panic pressing, like I'm going to bring up like all the stuff that would normally get screamed out. But really, thank you for anyone sending us biblical quotes. No hate. Thank you.
No.
Tarot by Akin is saying, watching from California.
Yes.
It's like 4:30 in the morning. What's going on in California now?
Yeah.
And look, I'm flashing up a few new names. So Horatila, I think, saying hi.
Hello.
Kamalia is saying hello. I think that's what it is. Spider Bite says I'm in Australia. I mean, it would be a spider bite, isn't it? Mark says I'll wait. Oh my goodness, let me scroll up and see what Mark is waiting for. No,
panic scrolling is happening as well.
I am panicking, but we are running out of time. Right. Let's do Mark's, because Mark said I'll wait. I found it. No, I didn't find it. I thought I found it. We do have feedback from Disha, who says she took our lecture really well. I understand what you're saying. I probably just want clear communication on the connection as to where I'd go. I have this weird pattern where I get fixated once I connect. I rarely find someone. If you just shift your manifest into a list of, I want somebody who is this and this and this and this and that, and then I couldn't see the end of the sentence, but presumably somebody interesting, somebody who's kind to his family, more important than you think. Somebody who is good with animals, somebody who is generous, and generous doesn't mean rich or poor. Rich or poor is not important. Generous is important. Somebody who is spiritually attuned. Make a list, make an insanely long list. I did so well off my list. So well. He's not vegetarian, but you got to figure out what your non-negotiables are. Rather than saying I want this person, and this person could end up being, let's say it like this. If you want this person and he appears to, tick minimum 75% of the boxes, but you go with a list and you'll compromise and end up with maybe 90% of the boxes ticked, that's maths, babe. It's what you can't argue.
That's maths, babe.
That's maths. Yeah. Hello. Sorry, I'm flashing messages because we are very, very close to finishing, and then we are not here next week. Sorry to surprise you, Laura. We're not here next week because I'm going to be on holiday.
Good.
We have an explanation why California Tarot by Akin is I get up early every day. I have for years, prep for the day. Like the 5 a.m. bus going across London, you can really see who's woken up and who hasn't been to sleep yet. I love that liminal bus.
That's a good band name, Liminal Bus.
Liminal bus, yeah. We should do it. Like you could play something and I could screech.
Yes, like an owl screech on the liminal bus.
I have a loud voice, but it's not very nice. So I guess that's what we could do. So Heritila is from Finland.
Hi to you in Finland.
Yeah.
Hello.
Good to see you. To everybody, have a great Friday the 13th. Happy Valentine's. Happy Lupercalia. A blessed and meaningful Ramadan and a successful eclipse.
And happy Year of the Horse, which we approach.
Amazing.
So treats.
So all of those things will have happened by the time you see us again.
Mwah. Take care, everybody.
See you soon. Bye. See ya.